Well, hey, what is up? Welcome back to Freed's First Time. My name is Freed, and if you're new to the channel, I am just your average dude, and I like to talk about whiskey and music. If you find that interesting, please consider subscribing, or at least give me a thumbs up. That would make me really happy, and if you stick around to the end, I'll be giving this beautiful brown liquid a musical pairing, because I think that whiskey and music, best friends, best friends. Before we check out the BenRiach 12-year-old Sherry Wood, I made an off-the-cuff comment in my last review video about hoping to get 200 subs by year's end. And you all gave me that in a week. Thank you. That is incredible. I didn't expect that, and it makes me just so happy. I wish you knew. It's humbling, and it's so fun to watch things grow. And yeah, it's still small, but you know, YouTube's about baby victories, and I'll take that. Thank you. So let's just keep this ball rolling, shall we? Let's see if we can get to 250 by year's end. Why not? So spread the word if they like this type of content, and I'll keep making it because I enjoy it. And thank you again. Really thank you very much. All right, BenRiach 12-year-old Sherry Wood. Now apparently this was only distributed in Taiwan initially, but I guess it got some traction and BenRiach decided to put it out to specialty global markets. And yeah, okay, that's cool. This was 100% matured in sherry barrels and then finished in PX and Oloroso. Natural presentation, so no coloring, no filtration, and it's 46% alcohol by volume. So far so good, right? So far so good. Now as you can see, I'm pert near the end of this thing, and I'll tell you why when the time comes, but first let's get a little bit in the glass and give it a whiff. Now, I've talked to so many people that just love BenRiach, and that's their favorite distillery, and I've watched so many reviews about people just going on and on about them. Now, full disclosure, this is my first BenRiach. So I had high standards, which I kind of do that sometimes. I always build things up, whether it's movies or music or even whiskeys. I build things up to where they cannot possibly reach the mountaintop that I've put them on top of already without even trying them. So that's my own fault. So take that into consideration before moving forward. But full disclosure, before we even get into this, she missed the mark, bro. She missed the mark. I mean, I think this is gone because I've been trying to just push it on people when they go over to my house. Like, hey, drink this because I want the bottle to be gone. But I'm going to give you a review anyway, and the music pairing is very suitable, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. So first, on the nose, which is personally, I think, where the only redeeming factor for this whiskey, because the nose is pretty great. You're gonna get that sherry right up front, as you expect. It's got, you know, triple sherry action. And it's fruity sherry. It's not dry or anything like that. It's nice, I like it. Juicy, fruity. And getting some rum raisin ice cream. If the ice cream is also vanilla ice cream with some like caramel sauce drizzled on top. Like a perfectly seasoned barrel with like some pencil shavings and a little bit of cedar in there as well. That's nice. It's a great nose. I really enjoy it. I can sit on that for a while. All right, let's taste it, shall we? All right, Ganbei. A little hot at the very beginning, thinner than I would expect it to be. That wood is what gets you first, and then that kind of transitions into your sherry notes. And the sherry notes are fairly typical, minus the sweetness. You got your raisins, you got your plums, you got your stewed fruits, and then that's basically it. It kind of falls off a cliff. I mean, you can still feel a little bit of the tannic action on your tongue. And it's a little numbing, I think, but on the whole, the palate kind of left me a bit flat, and it was really disappointing. The finish is okay. The finish, I'd say about medium. You're getting your black tea, you're getting some tobacco. That wood comes through as well. Stewed fruits, and it's kind of mildly bitter. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad, but I really expected more. I think it's like, how much is it? $60 USD? So, is it worth $60? Maybe. I would personally go for a Glendronach 12. Before that, if I'm being fully honest, which I don't know why I wouldn't be. So yeah, the nose is the redeeming factor on this whiskey, and it is good, it is tasty, but it's not what you would think it would be. It's a little thin on the palate. It's got all the things that you're looking for in a whiskey. It's just kind of, it didn't deliver for me. So this leads me to the song that I decided to pair with this Mammer Jammer. Bell Bottom Blues by Derek and the Dominoes. I love alliteration, and I love Eric Clapton. And this is more of like a lyrical connection. I mean, it's a great song, and it's got like some nice whiny guitar that kind of helps when you're drowning your sorrows in what you thought was going to be an amazing whiskey, but turned out to be just a good whiskey. So the lyric was, do you want to see me crawl across the floor to you? Do you want to hear me beg you to take me back? Well, dude, I ain't taking you back. I'm not buying that again. It's done. I'm glad I got it, and I'm glad I experienced it. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, if you like sherried whiskeys, fully sherried whiskeys, then yeah, of course, it should be in your collection. Is it gonna stand up to like a Tamdhu 12 or something like that? Hell no. No, not in my opinion. But everyone's taste is amazingly subjective, but I know what I know, and that's basically it, and you can take my thoughts and run with them and do what you want. So yeah, BenRiach, 12-year-old, sherry wood. Not all that I thought it was going to be. And again, thank you so much for all the subs. Let's keep this going. I am gonna do another advent calendar this year against my better fucking judgment, because last year was just tedious, dude. A video every day? So this year I'm gonna just kind of amend it a little bit, and I'll explain when the time comes. So, Bell Bottom Blues, Derek and the Dominoes for this mother, and that's all I have to say. So again, thank you for the subs, and we will see you next time.